What was it like going to school in that era? Because I heard school was wild. Kids were bringing guns to school, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's gonna always be this era, next era. Like that's always.
And that was normal. Because I'm not from that lifestyle. Right? To me, that's crazy. But that's an everyday occurrence for you at school back then.
Mm-hmm.
And did it ever kind of get cracking at school? Shootouts at school? That was a real thing.
Yeah, shootouts, fights, jumps, all that shit.
And what kind of goes? Well, you just felt like that was normal. That was just a normal thing to you.
Yeah, that's all. Just normal, basically.
Yeah, no, like that's the thing. It's that's why I think for me, it's like, you know, I'm so interested in learning more about what's going on over in Chicago because it's so out of this world to me. It's hard to even imagine what's going through your head when, you know, kids are bringing guns to school, fighting, people getting shot at school. You know,
it was a point in time where they started putting the metal detectors in that bitch. First, it was sweet. You could open the side door for your homie, let him in with the pipe going to school.
Talking about pipes, man, did you ever see the 600 Mac?
What about it?
The
legendary Mac.
The legendary Mac, man. Is that still around? Like, you think that's still out there? That's been melted down or something now?
Hey, man. Look, you been around. What,
man? This nigga, I'm telling you, he knows what's going on.
Hey, he funny as hell. Did you ever see the 600 Mac? He funny as hell. He funny for that.
I know, bro. I'm trying to hear about the rocket launcher, all of that.
Yeah.
Is it, the rocket launcher, man? Was that?
No, that was fake.
Was it fake?
Yeah,
it was a like
you could go to
thing,
you could go to a gun store and they got the fake props set up and you could take a picture.
It like teaches you how to use it.
Same thing. I posted a picture with it recently, like a couple years ago.
Yeah, because there's been a few other people since Rondo that like took photos with that shit, and then people kind of revealed that like this is like a training.
That's not no real
thing.
Like,
but was it true?
Would have been in Rikers Isle or something.
But I heard CPD kind of took it seriously when Rondo first posted that picture. There was the like an all points bulletin out.
Going on, we was high. Okay, you know that shit was fake.
Because there was that poster. I wasn't sure if the poster was fake, but it was like, you know, it was basically almost like a wanted poster for Rondo with the picture of the rocket launcher and shit.
The post probably was real. I don't know.
Hey,
I was in and out of jail when they was doing that.
Yeah, he was terrorizing the neighborhood. Regardless.
I know you said you ain't seen all his interviews. I mean, videos or content or whatever. But with some of the shit, I know you had to see some clips or whatever, right? You ain't never seen none. I know some of your homies have. When y'all see the information he be having, what do you think of it? Like, because I've talked to a whole bunch.
He talking to me right now, I feel like he got his head on straight. I'm not saying everything true because I don't know what, and I ain't trying to put us on the no.
Yeah. All right, because you know niggas be like, man, that nigga try to roast the feds and shit, but like, but realistically,
hell no. I'm a super fan, man. I ain't the police. Like,
he's Interpol.
Hey, but realistically, when a nigga asks you these questions, though, you can see that all this is stemming from the internet based off questions that niggas is asking. All right, because a lot of niggas they take it like literally what they want.
First of all, this is what I've been telling y'all for years, y'all too.
Yeah,
it's not when people get up there and say, "Oh, they the police." Woo. Basically, we give y'all shit to say and talk about, gang. Yeah. If our loud ass want to be, basically, we saying we the police. How you getting your info? We on the internet loud and going live and doing all this shit, you know? So how the f you gonna call him the police and don't call yourself the police? You the reason he's saying all this shit.
I feel like the problem is that like some super street dudes are like too burnt out to realize that
they be on the internet. Y'all on the internet talk about it, then y'all get mad when they ask y'all the questions about it. You know what I mean? Makes sense. That shit don't make sense. Now you want to beat the interviewer up for some stuff you put out.
Already like had their entire lives documented on Reddit and YouTube because they're not like on the internet to realize all this shit is really already out there.
I'm still
not
a big Reddit fan. I just hear about it a lot. Like I still haven't.
That's like the kind of thing I've like gradually just got more and more into Reddit over the years.
Man. Search your name in there.
Yeah, they've
go all through that motherfucker. We finna get to some real shit. What's up with you and Munna Duke? RP Munna Duke. But all right, so I was watching you did the DJU interview, but I think before I even seen the DJU interview, I had seen 16 break the story where he was saying that because you was getting backlash because after Munna Duke died, you know, O Block 600, y'all like this. Everybody know y'all from being cool. So when Duke died, we seen you trolling, so everybody like kind of confused about the situation. Like, damn, why is Memo trolling?
They only confused because certain niggas don't do what I do. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and dick ride no niggas, and you know it ain't that with them, and we got shit going on. Like, you know, it's certain niggas. I ain't gonna say they scared. Yeah, they scared, but I'm always speak my mind, gang. If we not fucking with y'all, we not fucking with y'all. You can't force me to fuck with y'all because for them with y'all. Like,
but what 16 basically said, and he said, I know you seen it, but the nigga said basically reason you and Munna Duke don't fuck with each other because the nigga shot at you while you was in O Block and another nigga from 600 got hit or some shit like that and you ran up out of there.
I ran up out of there.
That's what I heard from 16. And the shit got a lot of views, so it looked like
it was true.
That's what they saying. And then when you add in like, damn, someone
How about with Munna Duke? The situation Munna
Duke and Memo had beef because I used to see y'all go at it on Clubhouse a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't know it was to that extent or whatever. I don't know what happened. But when you hear 16 say that, and then you doing the trolling online,
it look like
it, you know what I'm saying? It look like it add up a little bit.
Basically.
Yeah,
basically.
So you and Duke's situation wasn't no shit. Cause you praise E-Dog a lot, so I figured like E-Dog could have been a nigga that could have stepped in and kind of patched shit up.
But he didn't do enough to prevent what's going on. Like,
word. So then you don't
with him to the death.
So even though like you 600 and O Block, y'all got like this long history of like being the brothers and shit. You don't. Damn.
Yeah.
It's the internal politics is kind of interesting because I think I heard you say or someone else say that like didn't King Von like knock out Duke back in the day and stuff?
He said it's still F Duke.
And shit. You don't
Duke.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's the internal politics is kind of interesting because I think I heard you say or someone else say that like didn't King Von like knock out Duke back in the day and stuff. So
that's where this stem from, right? Yeah. That's where a lot of it. You said that King Von, y'all was in Iowa. King Von punched Munna Duke in the face because he was showing out in front of some hoes and he knocked him out in front of the hoes and took his pipe.
Yeah.
And you was there to see that?
No.
You just heard about it.
I know heard. I basically was there, but I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's true.
And that's where you and Duke.
You know it's true. Did he deny?
I ain't see him deny.
He did interviews with, what was that, Cam? Somebody. He didn't deny
it. He
didn't deny it, but he just said, oh man, Memo's just Memo. Like,
But let me ask you, what y'all had problems stemming before that for you to even go online and say that?
Yeah.
Well, is somebody's phone buzzing like super?
I think it's the fan.
You hear that?
No, that's somebody's phone.
No, somebody's phone is.
It's not me.
Yeah. Damn. If it's not anybody here, then sorry.
Oh, that was mine. That's Cash Up.
Oh, okay. It was like the weirdest, longest buzz I ever heard.
Not too much.
Oh shit, he's just getting rich over here.
Hey, talking about cha-ching, man. I see the watches. I'm a big watch guy, man. You've been shining with the Protect.
Patek.
Jeez.
That's my brother brand. He just made his watches.
Oh, for
that's
real?
fire. Okay.
That one looks expensive as fuck.
Yeah, that one's looking like
got him in all colors.
6 figures.
Yes, sirski.
I might need one of those, bro.
Yes, sirski.
I might need to take that.
So have you always been into watches?
Hold on, we ain't finna skip over this dude shit right there.
Yeah, I've always been.
We ain't finna skip over this quick. So look, come on, man. Like, all the history.
Remo trying to get the info. Get some clarification.
I got with O Block and shit. What's the conversations going on behind the scenes?
I mean, it's some of my people feel like, all right, this bro, now we've been around him forever. How could you just say that? Ooh,
yeah.
But how could you say the situation? Like, if y'all saying that's true that he shot one of my peoples, and that means you don't give a fuck about your own people if you agreeing to that shit.
So there's kind of an understanding amongst why you doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. 100%.
But there's probably a lot of people that you don't care for that you're not vocal about. It's like, well, I don't know, but I'm sure. Vocal. I just assume that there's other people that you don't get along with but to a lot of people, like, were you talking about Duke before he passed?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I wasn't really tuned into that.
Clubhouse
the Clubhouse shit.
We've been had this.
Okay.
Before he passed. So you can't say, oh, he doing this because he died. No.
We really can't blame you for something that like everybody in Chicago does too.
How could you blame me? And when I got shot, this nigga was trolling me. He got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathe. Like,
it's because you saying shit like that though. Because like how I get it. I got
shot. He was saying a little certain shit. Where y'all was at when he was saying that shit? Nobody said, "Oh, you saying that about me? Mo, these supposed to be y'all peoples and him. What about his people? They love him." Ooh.
I'll feel that part. So, who was heck to you then?
That's one of the bros. He was just, I wasn't as close as. Yeah, but he was cool.
Cause you said some shit that I peeped.
Heck business.
It's that heck business, and then you gotta like read in between the lines. So I'm like,
that's for the trenches to understand.
Yeah, so I'm trying to just
Yeah, they're no Jumper fans.
They gonna in the comments, niggas gonna have they whatever
the streets know.
I heard you say that Heck business, and I know Heck from O Block. That's T-Roy younger brother, right? And shit like that. So I'm be like, damn, it just it confused the fans when we see you being able to diss Duke
fan. If you a real fan, 100%, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not for me to get on here and say, "Oh, this is what I'm saying." That's the Heck business. But this,
yeah,
that's the Heck business.
So all right, last question on that situation. Ain't been no talks with Edall. Like, hey, slow down on the.
Yeah, always.
All right, for
always. Sure. Edall tell me, man, you can't. That's like you saying fuck OD, gang. You saying fuck phone number. Woo, woo, woo. He said, yo, some of your homies bitches. I don't get on the internet saying fuck phone number. Woo, woo. Like me and Edall have real conversations. Like.
So when he say that to you, that don't make you like, I'm gonna slow down on it?
No. That's where you be at when your homies be dissing me. Do you have these same conversations? If you do, that means they don't respect you to listen to you.
I feel that. I feel that.
There's a real close relationship between kind of guys from O Block and 600. I've heard you say before, like King Von was more 600 than O Block, right?
Fuck with them. See, they tell me all the time, calm down, stop doing that. Ooh.
Yeah.
But the way y'all was at when they was doing this shit to me, like, I'm gonna stand on what I believe in, gang. That's one thing about me in the trenches. No.
Yeah, you been doing that, so I'll be like, damn, Kamimo ain't got no filter. But then I'll be like, damn, because like y'all been mangling for so long. The Duke shit was strong. I ain't really see that, but I've been seeing the clubhouse shit, so I knew it was something there. But how you were just going, like, nigga, you said the nigga, he wasn't even supposed to be up there because he a Muslim. He shouldn't even get no pork chops.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's just crazy for you to
say. You gotta be in that man's shoes to see his views. You did, Gotta be able to step in Memo's shoes to see his views and see, how he's viewing it and how, what stuff he went through.
Say though, it's
that's
like
no disrespect to the Muslim community. I got family that's Muslim. I'm Christian 100%, but tell me I'm wrong, gang. Why is you even at a restaurant?
I was confused by the pork chop spot.
That's my thing.
He could have got a salad.
I got a defense for that.
What's the things called? The little roll throws. They be wearing designer throws. They don't even make those type of shit in a real, like, religious gang. Like, all that shit fake. Y'all do this shit for an image, gang. Like, you got on the Louis V throw, gang. How? How, gang? You on your knees with a Louis V throw on. They don't make those, gang. Like, this shit is all for fashion and look, gang. Think about it.
You talking about like everybody turning Muslim and shit?
Let's be real. Some people are probably more serious about it than some other people.
Feel me? Don't claim that shit if you're not that serious about it. That's like me claiming 600 if I ain't serious about it. I'm staying to die for this shit. I don't gangbang. I'm not.
Definitely don't claim nothing that you ain't real about it. But ain't nothing wrong with them getting fashionable with it. But if they just being Muslim to be fashionable that way, that ain't, they'll learn. They'll figure it out.
GD, BD, none of that organization. I don't do none of that shit, gang. But I'm a 600 boy. I'm going to die for this shit.
What's up with Buka?
Buka.
Y'all still like
Pukaloo.
Free break.
On Steve. That's gonna be Pukaloo.
Shout out to Buka.
Sometimes I feel like he got a man like me, and sometimes I don't. Cause certain shit could have been avoided. Like
it still seemed like 600 split up in a way.
It is, but it ain't. Y'all gotta look at it. It was Brick City 600. Yeah. Like it's a whole
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now?
Yeah. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. How y'all feel? Do y'all think you gotta walk in Memo's shoes to see his views, or do y'all think he wrong? Or excuse me, talking about a dead man. You did. Let me know what y'all think. How y'all feel about it.